was like, oh, a lot of land, we want some of that land. So here you go. You get this you get this London company, they say, hey, go over there, go to the upper part because the French and the Spanish have taken over the lower part. And go to the upper part where the Native Americans is. So these Puritans, these ambassadors, they all get on this boat here. And next thing you know, they sell 2,000 mounts. They're selling across the Atlantic, coming from England. They're looking for land to settle in. Next thing you know, people are all on the boat. They throwing up. They're like, where's the land at? Women are having babies. They've been on the shore for months. And they're like, when are we going to get there? My baby is coming. And they're like, hold on. All we got is the wind. We don't have no motorboat. It's not 2007 yet. Lady just had the darn baby. And so they're coming. People are getting seasick. They're throwing up. They land on the shore in 1607 in Jamestown, Virginia. They stick up their flag. Now people are getting off the boat. They're getting off the boat. They're I'm seasick. Next thing they know, while the people are throwing up seasick, here come the Native Americans. Get back on the boat. Get back on the boat. They're like, hey, we rode all those mounts just to be killed by some people. Are you telling me this? And so they came up. They're like, hey, sir, we're your friend. And the guy named Squanto said, yes, we were your friend. They showed him how to plant corn. They showed him how to plant all these different ingredients on the American soil that couldn't be planted on European soil. And they became friends. They had something we call Thanksgiving. And then from there, and then in 1619, here come, they brought slaves over. So now you got black people here, you got whites, you got natives. It's getting crazy in America. Hold it. And then in 1620, the Puritans came. And then all these Puritans begin to come. The Puritans, the Pilgrims, and they begin to build these colonies. They built the Massachusetts, Rhode Island, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Connecticut, New York, Pennsylvania. These are all the colonies. Now they have 13 colonies. And then the French settled in the bottom part, and they begin to come up and say, hey, we want the rest of America. From your colony, stop right there, and the rest of it is ours. So then George Washington said, now that was way in the 1600s. Now in the 1700s, the French wanted the rest of America. And George Washington, he said, no, you guys can't have it. Next thing you know, the French and Americans, they started fighting. It was called the French and Indian War. The French were beating up the American colonists. Boom, 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 boom. No, you stop that. And so then George Washington wrote to the king, help us. The French are taking our land. So then the king sends the redcoats. Hi, Nate. March. Hi, Nate. March. Boom, 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 boom. And we defeated the French. And all of America became, that part of America became ours. And then after that, the British said, Pause. Okay, hold on, let me tell our independence. And I'm done. Okay.